Benzema scores twice as Real Madrid beats Valladolid in Ronaldo's absence. Benzema had a subdued showing in his first competitive match since November 2nd following injuries that had limited his availability for his club and finally sidelined him for his France at soccer's elite competition. Playing his first match since his World Cup hopes were dashed by an injury, Karim Benzema came to the rescue of Real Madrid with a pair of late goals to snatch a 2-0 victory at 10-man Valladolid on Friday. Benzema had a subdued showing in his first competitive match since November 2nd following injuries that had limited his availability for his club and finally sidelined him for his France at soccer's elite competition. But the Ballon d'Or winner came through in the final minutes to give Carlo Ancelotti's side the 3 points it needed to provisionally move to the top of the Spanish league standings. Madrid also relied on goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois to keep the score deadlocked as it struggled to create chances in its first game since the league paused for 7 weeks for the tournament in Qatar. Valladolid defended well and threatened on the break at its José Zorrilla Stadium until the game finally swung in Madrid's favor when the video assistant referee spotted a handball in the area by defender Javi Sanchez. Benzema stepped up and coolly slotted his penalty kick into the left corner as goalkeeper Jordi Massip fell the other way to grab the lead in the 83rd minute. Valladolid's chances of hunting for a late equalizer were hurt when striker Sergio Leon, one of its most incisive players, was shown a direct red card apparently for using inappropriate language while protesting the penalty decision. Benzema then got his brace in the 89th after a pass by substitute Eduardo Camavinga. Benzema played very well given that he had barely played in the last 3 months, Courtois said. Maybe he was lacking a bit of pace. I bet the Karim of last year would have scored even more goals, but it is good for him to get this double. Before Benzema put Madrid ahead, Courtois made 2 great saves to deny Leon and midfielder Alvaro Aguado. Courtois used a one-handed diving save to stop Aguado's long-range strike in the first half. He then got low to turn back Leon's header in the 68th. Courtois' saves were decisive, said Valladolid coach Pacheta Martin, whose team slid into 15th place. Madrid moved 1 point ahead of Barcelona at the top of the standings before Xavi Hernandez's side plays a derby against Espanyol on Saturday. Before kickoff, a moment of silence was held in memory of Brazil's great Pelé, who died on Thursday. Ronaldo, the former Brazil and Madrid star and the current owner of Valladolid, stood alongside Real Madrid president Florentino Perez in the stands during the tribute. Brazil forward Vinicius Jr. closed his eyes and lifted his head upwards in midfield with the other players. Sevilla stalled. Sevilla remained in the relegation zone after a 1-1 draw at Celta Vigo. Sevilla coach Jorge Sampaoli overhauled his attacking scheme after playmaker Isco Alarcón, who had been used as a false 9 before the World Cup break, left the club by mutual agreement last week. In his place, Sampaoli started his 2 big strikers, Youssef En-Nesyri and Rafa Mir. Celta's Gabri Veiga chipped Morocco goalkeeper Yassine Bounou in the 33rd after Iago Aspas met his run with a perfectly weighted pass after Veiga had recovered the ball. It was the 20-year-old Vega's 4th goal of the season. After Sevilla failed to generate scoring chances in the first half, Sampaoli sent on Eric Lamela for En-Nesyri at halftime. Moments after Celta's goalkeeper pushed Lamela's shot onto the post, Kike Salas headed in the resulting corner kick to level the score in the 54th. Sevilla finished with 10 men after Jose Carmona was shown a second yellow card in the 86th. Argentina defender and world champion Marcos Acuna started for Sevilla.